Most people watch Isekai for the concept and world building in the universe where you have special powers and can do the impossible. How cool is that? After all, there are many twists and turns in each corner. Well, it might not be the case in real life. However, based on that general theme, the Isekai industry is blooming day by day. And to experience the best of all, here are some good Isekai shows you need to watch right now. Number 10, Otherside Picnic. Well, what do I say about this one? Title suggests it's a slice of life, and the first impression I get is of the horror. But when I watched it till the end, the result was definitely something I did not expect. Sarao, a nerdy lonely college student, and Toriko, a cheerful explorer. One night Sarao is exploring an abandoned house. There she discovers a door that leads to Otherside. In this new world she encounters many strange creatures, and many times comes to a near-death situation. At last she was saved by Toriko. The girl wants to explore more of this mysterious and dangerous new world, to discover creatures that can only be found in the urban legends only. Both soon became best friends, and they seek more info about this new dimension. The story may sound like a horror, but as I mentioned earlier, it has its funny side too, and you would love watching the other side of it. Number 9, How a Realist Hero Rebuilt the Kingdom. Another Isekai entry I can proudly recommend to others. Instead of fighting strong monsters and mastering peerless fighting techniques, our MC uses brain to help the kingdom survive. 19-year-old Kazuya was left all alone with the loss of his whole family and had no one to call. So he suddenly got teleported to the Elfrieden Kingdom, a small country in search of help. The king offers his crown to our MC, and he is surrounded by servants, who are not just pretty faces, or to add up the fan service. Kazuya uses all his power to revamp the kingdom. The show does not focus more on adventure or making a cool, overpowered MC, but more on the political and military aspect with a touch of romance. At least we get the MC who uses his brain, and not just his power of will. Is indeed a pleasant experience to watch. When I first look at the preview, the first thing that comes to my mind is Deadman Wonderland getting an Isekai adaptation. Let's be honest, is there anyone else who think of the same? High-Rise Invasion is an Isekai show that spans other subgenres, including action, mystery, and horror. Our protagonist Yuri witnesses a horrifying man's death and flees the scene. In her escape, she found herself surrounded by high-rise buildings with no sign of human life. It takes a little while for Yuri to realize there are many other humans like her, trying to survive, and many others in the masks tasked to kill them. I really like the idea of survival games in the new world, and with the recent success of Squid Games, I think people do love to watch more survival games shows. Number 7, The Fruit of Evolution. Welcome to another Isekai, where the MC gets bullied in his entire life. An overweight boy gets an Isekai entry with his entire class. All of them have been given special skills in the hope that they will become a world's heroes and defeat the Demon King. However, our MC, who suffers from constant bullying, takes a different path. Then he meets a gorilla who attacks him, and out of nowhere they find the forbidden fruit. Both eat it, which turns out to be the fruit of evolution. Now, holy shirt, forget about the M. See, that red gorilla turns into someone like this. That fruit truly has opened the path of our MC future evolution. As usual, later our MC will become a champion of this new world, full of opportunities his past self could not have imagined, unlike other typical Isekai fashion. I do not have the guts to read the whole title. However, as a quick intro, the Isekai entry is another addition from the author of Redo of Healer. Our MC in his world is considered to be the best assassin. During his last mission, he got betrayed by his fellow member and got killed in a plane crash. In the afterlife, the goddess gave him two choices: to return back home with no memories, or start a new life in another world with the duties to perform. RMC decided to start a new life in a new world. Now our hero has the chance to do better in this life. But will his assassin skills still prove to be useful, as he must eliminate an all-powerful hero who is going to destroy the world unless stopped? Whatever things we do not accept from the redo of Healer Author can be found here. With a little bit of fan service, at least we are not asking for more like the previous one. Number 5. Spirit Chronicles. This is a very rare event in the world of Isekai. RMC Haruto, a college student from Tokyo, dies in an accident and wakes up in a new world as a young boy named Ryo. Here is a little twist from other Isekai. Instead of having overpowered abilities or being born to kill a demon lord, RMC thoughts and memories are being merged with those of Ryo, a boy living in a slum in the new world. As a poor child, his memories from the past are not so good. RMC mother, who was murdered in front of him when he was only 5. Now he soon runs into a royal princess and unintentionally saves her from being kidnapped. As a reward, the king grants Ryo an opportunity to study at a prestigious academy. There RMC shows his full potential, and we get to see some cool epic moments.
I can't help but think that it's meant to be, that I'm finally right where I'm supposed to.
Number 4. Sonny Boy. If you want a non-typical mind-bending isekai, you might want to give this one a go. In a normal summer vacation, the school suddenly started to drift in another dimension. A group of 36 people transported to this new world. The only thing they can see is their school building, which is surrounded by nothingness. However, due to some unknown reason, the superpowers started to awaken with them. Based on their power level, they divide themselves into groups. Now they have to fight in order to survive. The classic animation style might also bring out some nostalgic feelings, like if you have watched shows like Ping Pong or the Tatami Galaxy. So far I have reached the halfway point, and there are so many mysteries still lingering around. If this unique plot excites you, then just give it a shot.
I can hear every sound calling my name, and I feel angels.
Number 3. Banished from the Hero's Party. Conceptually emerging the trend of slow, peaceful isekai life. Blend the elements of shows like Cheat Pharmacists, Restaurant to Another World, or Flying Witch, with the idea of scaling the familiar vibe. RMC Red is a hero who was banished by his party because he lacked special abilities and could not keep up with the others. After that, he decided to quit and start a drug store in the countryside. However, keeping this a secret from former party members is not an easy task, especially when the beautiful Rit, a princess who used to be his friend in the previous party, shows up and asks to move in. Thus both began their peaceful journey together. That reminds me of the times once a hero will always be a hero. The show might not have an overpowered protagonist, but it sure has its own charm. Number 2. The Dungeon of Black Company. A new isekai or another entry for meme material. The Dungeon of Black Company is obviously not your typical isekai, where MC is transferred to another world, having overpowered strength. Instead, it shows us the probability of what can go wrong. RMC Kinji lacks any work ethic and finds himself lazing around. Being unmotivated in modern society, suddenly got swept into another world, where he thought he would be welcomed with open arms. But instead, in this fantasy world, he finds himself doing a terrible, enslaving job and leaves himself in the mercy of the evil company. The nightmare has just begun for our MC, and now he learns the true meaning of hard work. In all its craziness, the Dungeon of Black Company still is a great anime to watch if you are looking for a good laugh. Heavily inspired by the big hit of the year Mushoku Tensei, or you can say Mushoku Tensei without ecchi. Faraway Paladin follows the story of a boy Will, reincarnated into another world and raised by 3 undead, a ghost, skeleton, and a mummy. As he lives and grows with them, their bonding became stronger. Under their wings, RMC learns magic, fighting, and many other skills. The 3 of them teach the boy what they know and pour all their love into him. As Will grows older, he starts to question a few things, like who is he or what's his purpose. After learning more about this new world, our C walked on path to become a paladin. Staff behind the animation is a children's playground, responsible for shows like The Fruit of Evolution or Citrus, which are good in their own way. Are you watching any of the new Isekai this season? Which one is your favorite so far, and why? I would like to know more about it. Leave a comment below. At last, if you like to support me, you can do it by just clicking that like and subscribe button down below. To spread more love, how about sharing this video with your other weeb friends? So for the time being, it's nice to have you around. Till next time, peace.